Here. We going live on YT.
We
YT
live.
on.
We live.
Welcome YT. Welcome Facebook. Welcome Twitch. I do believe it's Twitch. Welcome to 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. I need y'all to follow us there. I need y'all to comment. Those who are coming in on all of those social media platforms. Of course, we probably get dinged on these, but this is a real live radio show. And having a real live radio show, we having a real live radio show. So 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. The music can't get on, can't jump on us. This is live radio. If you have radio.co, now that's just for us, isn't it? Yeah, but if you just want to go to Tab Nashville, what's up, Cuddles? We have our Bigo people on. I'm grateful for the Bigo people. We're going to have some gospel music, and we're going to have some conversations because guess what, y'all? This is Conversations with Cornelius. I'm one of your hosts, Cornelius. You will be entertained, educated, and engaged. What's up, Vegan Lady? Shout out to Vegan Lady today on 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. Hey, Vegan Lady, if you go to 104.1 Tab Gospel Radio, you can hear this broadcast live. Everybody, I know the month is ending in the Bigo land and world, and we are shifting, but I cannot wait until Vegan Lady. Listen, the month of February, I have plenty of content. If the Lord be so kind, it's going to rock and roll. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I have 2 celebrations of life. You're just going to have to get that. Sunday is Sanctuary Sunday. Monday, of course, is Motivation Monday. Tune Up Tuesday. Word on Wednesday. Thankful Thursday. Freedom Friday. And Self-Care Saturday. So, Vegan Lady, everybody tap that screen. Show some love. It is 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. I think it's gospel you can feel, right? That's the hook.
I don't know.
Oh, we gotta listen. But anyway,
and yes, Stacy, it is live radio. We are going live
Stacey's
in
on.
under a minute. Stacy's on.
Hey, Stacy.
She's asking, is it real live? Yes, ma'am, it is.
Go to 104.1 Tab Gospel Radio.
It is in the chat as well if you need the link.
Yeah, we going live. We are going live. And we live here already on Bigo. We live on YouTube. We live on Facebook. We're live on those other platforms. But we about to go live on 104.1 Tab. Now, I'm waiting on you because you're going to have to bring us in because you can all see all that stuff.
Yeah, we are live on all of this, and we are going to be live on the radio in just a few seconds.
Live on radio.
Just a few seconds.
Y'all
live
better
on
come
radio.
on in here, Stardust. Y'all better come on in. Tahoe. Y'all better come on in here. 104.1 Tab Gospel Radio.
Just under 15 seconds.
15 seconds, y'all. We're going live.
Going live. We going live.
Mm-hmm.
We going.
And we need to talk about how do you wait on God? The right way and the incorrect way.
So remember, there's a wrong way to wait on God?
There's a wrong way. I'm waiting on you to bring us in, bud.
All right. And we are getting ready to go live.
Welcome to Conversations with Cornelius. I'm one of your hosts, Cornelius. And Romero is in here. We call him the young bishop. We are grateful and thankful that you have joined us for Conversations with Cornelius. You will be entertained. You will be engaged. You will be educated. We are grateful and thankful that on this day, this is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it, y'all. I'm grateful to have all of my social media apparatuses on. We say shout out to my sister. Shout out to my sister, Shawana. Her birthday is today. Shawana, happy birthday. Giving you a shout out and all those shots out. Shout out to Peaches. Shout out to Robert Singleton. Shout out to all those people coming in on the social media platforms. But last and not least, shout out to Darian and Adrian Lewis Freeman. Shout out to them for giving us this opportunity. Romero, What's on the docket for today, my friend?
My friend, Dr. Bishop, the docket for today, we have so many interesting conversations on
All
today.
right, what are our conversations?
One of our conversations, as if before we got on live radio, welcome radio family, welcome Nashville. If you are on the way home, if you are on the way to go somewhere, welcome to this wonderful conversation. So on the docket for today, we are going to talk about how to wait on God the correct way.
How
And
to do what? Slow
wait on God the correct way.
down.
And I did not know that you could wait on God in a wrong way.
Incorrectly. There's a wrong way to do it and the right way to do it.
There's a wrong and a right way to wait on God. Elder Hill, do you want to get us started on our first activity for today?
Man, you know what? I love teaching. I love the art of teaching. I love the science of teaching. I just love to teach. And we know when you look at the Bible and you get into the book of Romans, you will find out that teaching is one of the spiritual gifts of the church. It's the apostles, prophets, and teachers.
Yeah.
Is that no? That's going to be in Corinthians. Romans gives you a different set of somewhat, but in Corinthians, the apostles, the prophets, and teachers. So what we're going to do, we want everybody to think, put in the chat wherever you're coming from, wherever you see me, put in the chat. Wait, Romero will put it in the chat on social media, WAIT in all caps, and we want you to come up with an acrostic for what waiting looks like for you. And after this, we will play some music. We got some music up for you, and we will come back, and y'all will see, and y'all can hear for those who want to be on 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. How do you properly wait on God using wait, WAIT, as your acrostic? I need words that begin with W, words that begin with A, words that begin with I, words that begin with T. Let's learn to wait on God. And we know they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. All right, Romero, are we ready for some gospel music?
I think we are ready for some gospel music.
Let's play some gospel music. We are grateful and thankful that y'all tuned in again to 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. Yes, y'all. And we're going to learn tonight to wait on God. Thank you, individuals, for what you've done and said.
Hey, Facebook, how y'all doing? Hey, TikTok, how y'all doing? We are on break right now from the radio show, but not on break from y'all.
Is it being played?
The music, I'm checking right now.
We should have some music being played. What's up? Yeah. Yeah, we got some music being played.
Jacqueline Carr sound well.
Jacqueline Carr, you can play it. But anyway, what's going on, family? Jacqueline Carr. We are grateful for Jacqueline Carr for those who are live on social media. Stacy, can you text me and tell me what it sounds like?
This is not Jacqueline Carr. They have her picture up, but this isn't her singing.
What's wrong? Oh, okay. We messing it up.
We messing it up. Ooh.
Anyway, y'all, listen. My folks on BIGO.
And Bingo was his name.
Let's get quotas done.
Auntie Shirley Moore, I see done. What you are saying in this comment.
Mother Shirley,
Minister Shirley Moore is on. She already started us on our acrostic for wait. Hey, TikTok, how you doing? If you have not heard so far what we are doing, we are typing wait in the comment, and we are doing an acrostic for it. And we are I need 4 words that start with W, one that start with W, one that start with A, one that start with I, and one that start with T. And Auntie Shirley Moore, we see that you have already started willing, anticipating, intentional, and trusting.
Yay! Show some love. All right.
Make sure.
You have to be what again? Willing, anticipating, investing,
intentional,
and trusting. Say that again in this camera.
This one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Willing,
anticipating,
intentional, and trusting.
Yes, they that wait upon the Lord.
They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up
with wings
like eagles. Run
and not get weary.
Yes, sir.
Walk and what?
Not faint.
Thank you for tuning in again to 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. We are grateful for Pastor Darian and Adrian Lewis Freeman for this opportunity. Hey, y'all, this is going out to the masses. This is going out to the worldwide. Stacy Anybody know any birthdays today? I shouted out my sister, Shawana. We are grateful for her birthday. Mine was earlier this month, the 15th. We're shouting out all January birthdays today on 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. We're going to get into some teaching immediately when these songs are over so that we can enjoy this radio broadcast. Remember, it's Conversations with Cornelius. I am your host, Cornelius. You will be entertained, you will be engaged, and you will be educated. Cut the music up, Doc. Let them hear this last. And remember, YouTube, this is a live radio show. So I don't know if you copyright me, you can go.
We do not own the rights to the music that is being played. But I know somebody.
Yeah, who owns the rights?
Who owns the rights?
What's up, Rod Flash?
To every song, every scripture, everything.
Oh, y'all.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Reverend.
Everything that is to be played, acted, said, and done. We know our Father is the author and the finisher of our faith. Auntie Shirley Moore said her birthday was January 19th.
Shout it out.
We're going to shout it out as soon as the radio, as soon as this music is off, we're going to shout it on the radio. Happy birthday. Let me make sure we put it up there so they can see it. Happy belated birthday, Auntie Shirley Moore. Whoa.
What's up, y'all? What's going on? Y'all are listening to 104.1.
This band is killing Facebook.
Radio. I promise y'all on a live radio show.
Facebook, this radio right here is going crazy. When I say wild, crazy, I mean crazy. Hey, Jalen birthday was January 30th. We go call it out on radio as well. Let me tell y'all this right now. And today, they is playing this on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Who all is watching? We don't own the rights to this music, but I want y'all to know that God owns the rights to it, and He better sing on today. He making me happy, and I'm so glad about it. We give honor to God today, who's the head of our life, to His Son Jesus Christ, and the angel of this great house. If we was in church, I know He'll always say, if we was in church, which we are in church, but not in service, I would say after this selection. That's here. And so we are getting back to getting ready on radio. Let me turn this down right here. Oh, we have some more. Oh, Natalie. We got some more. They ready for this.
Good afternoon. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Conversations with Cornelius. I am your host, Cornelius, with
welcome.
And all the other ministers of the house, of course, that we will be all sitting in the booth, the makeshift booth. I'm chilling today. I'm grateful for my Bigo audience. I'm grateful for the YouTube audience. I'm grateful for the Twitch audience. I am grateful for the Facebook audiences. It's on Facebook. I'm just grateful. Romero and I, along with the group at 12 o'clock, have been discussing what waiting on God looks like. So, Romero, we know you call her Auntie Shirley, Mother Shirley.
Minister, preacher.
Minister Moore has already given us some of the acrostic on the word wait. I need y'all to all put in the chat, wherever y'all are. I need y'all to think about, what does waiting on God require? What is required in the wait? I need to know, you need to know on this gospel radio, 104.1 Tab Gospel Radio. How do you wait on God? We're taking the letters W-A-I-T. We are making up. Shady Boots is in the house. Shady Boots, we are doing an acrostic using the word wait, W-A-I-T. So all of the words have to begin with W-A-I-T. Again, welcome to 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. What did Shirley say? Tell us what Shirley said.
Hey, Facebook, Instagram, not Instagram.
Thank
YouTube,
you, Shady Boots.
TikTok,
Shady Boots, tell me.
And radio 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel. So on our audience page on our StreamYard, we can say StreamYard, on our audience StreamYard, Auntie Shirley Moore, first we gave out some birthday shout out. So we go give her a shout out. Her birthday was January 19th. Happy birthday. Yep. And then Jalen's birthday was January 30th, which was yesterday. We can clap for that as well. Now, let's get into this acrostic for wait. We have two people who already commented on it. I'm excited to get into this. Auntie Shirley Moore said willing. Willing. I'm gonna repeat it 3 times. One for the Father, one for the Son, one for the Holy Ghost. Willing.
Pause before you go any further. For those individuals, I gotta do this. This is for the engagement piece. For those individuals who have IG Instagram, I need y'all to go to IG Instagram and type in classy_cleanse. Classy_cleanse.
What is that?
CLASSY_cleanse. CLEANCE. Classy_cleanse. This show is brought to you by Classy_cleanse. So for those individuals who have acne, who break out, who have eczema, who have some type of skin irritations, I need y'all to go there and purchase the soaps and the things that she has. I promise you, on one day she will be live on this radio broadcast to talk about her products. Okay, Bam, back to you. Tell us about the weight and what's the weight all about.
All right. So Auntie Shirley, Minister Shirley Moore said weight for her acrostic was willing, anticipating, intentional, and trusting. Let me say it one more time. Willing, anticipating, intentional, and trusting. Another one of the acrostics was wondering, accepting, inquiring, and thankful. Wondering, accepting, inquiring, and thankful. And one of the things Elder Hill says here, if you can think, you can thank. And if you can thank, you can think.
Think on it so you can think on it. Think on it so you can think on it. And think on these things, whatsoever things are true. Philippians 4, I need you to find it. I don't want to tell it to you. I don't want you to be a lazy person. But anyway, before I go into some more music, we're going to give a little bit more commentary. I need everybody who's on IG to go to IG. You will find Classy Cleanse on IG. Classy Cleanse. Say it with me, Bam. Turn to your neighbor.
Turn to your neighbor.
Turn to your neighbor.
Yeah.
Shake your neighbor's
By the
hand and tell your neighbor. Yeah, that's the entertainment part. If I was in church, I would tell you, find one more neighbor and tell them Classy Cleanse. Find another neighbor, tell them Classy Cleanse. Everybody go to Instagram, go to Classy Cleanse, Classy_cleanse. That's CLASSY_cleanse, CLEANCE, and you will be blessed beyond measure behind these products. Let's say in 2 weeks I have my product so that I can come on this show literally and show you how this product is making a difference in my life. So this show is brought to you by Classy Cleanse. Thank you, Classy Cleanse. Yes, this is in the IG world. IG Shady Boots. Do you have a YouTube? If you have a YouTube, let me know so that I can give you a shout out. Bam. Waiting on God. They that what? Wait on the Lord. Shall renew their strength. Shall mount up with wings as eagles. Shall walk and not get weary, shall run and not be fainted. So if I'm going to wait on God, what did she say? I have to be what?
Willing.
I have to be what?
Anticipating.
I have to be anticipating.
Yeah.
Anticipating God. Watch this.
I'm watching.
To part my troubled waters with each step.
Oh, say it again for other people.
I'm saying it. To part my troubled waters with each step. I can't ask God to part it all and I ain't taking a step. Faith comes in the step. Waiting comes in the step.
Yeah.
Willingness comes in the step. Anticipation comes in the step.
Yeah.
Acknowledging comes in the step. Trusting comes in the step.
Yeah.
Inquiring comes in the step.
Yes, sir.
So I have to step. The steps of a good man are what?
Ordered
by the Lord. And we're grateful for that. So again, for everybody who's watching me on all these social media platforms, thank you. Thank you, Bigo. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, Twitch. We are learning how to wait today. We are grateful for our wait. We are grateful for us being available, investing, and trusting in God. And remember, we're about to play some more music. We're going to come back with some more dialogue, talking about something a little bit deeper. But before we go, I need everybody to go to Classy Cleanse, Classy_cleanse on IG, and get the products that will bless your life. Bam, you got anything you want to say before we get out of here? And you give them some more music?
I'm ready to give them some more music. I want to hear this next song.
Who's the next song, Reverend?
Let's look down. Let's scroll down.
Let's see who the next song is coming up. I want to know. I almost started singing some R&B. I keep trying to tell y'all because it's in my throat.
It's in your throat.
I want to know.
We gonna have to play "Give You Glory" by Pastor Darren Freeman.
Glory.
Oh, that's old school.
Hallelujah. You already know what's going on. Who's the next song coming up?
The next song that I'm going to make sure of it, I'm going to play it. I may even have to skip a song if I want to. It's none other than Pastor Darren Freeman. Thank you for allowing us to come on here.
Oh, not Pastor Freeman.
It has to be Freeman.
It's got to be Freeman.
Glory.
Give him the glory. And guess what? January 15th, 1977 was my entry into the world. January the 15th, the AKAs came into existence. January the 15th. MLK came into existence. Somebody said, I better talk about the AKAs. But anyway, Darren Freeman is up next.
He's up next.
Darren Freeman up next. And hey, this show is brought to you by Classy Cleanse. Make sure you go to IG, go to Classy_Cleanse and get your product. I need everybody to go to Classy Cleanse and at least follow her tonight. Go ahead, Reverend. Let's play some music. I am so grateful for what you're about to hear on 104. Yes, 104.1. 104.1. 104.1. Okay. Play it, Reverend, so they can hear it. I don't know why I ain't playing this song. 104.1. What is it, Reverend? I done messed up. I done messed up my thing. 104.1
tab gospel. No, it's tab Nashville Gospel Radio. Put it on the board. But I know it in my heart, in my head.
Oh, I don't know how.
How to go back to double screen?
Yeah, I got it.
You got it? 104.1 tab Nashville Gospel Radio. 104.1 tab Nashville Gospel Radio. 104.1 tab Nashville Gospel Radio. 104.
Who's singing? Is it?
It's a song.
Well, play it. Let him hear the song.
Let him hear the song.
Yeah.
It's not him.
Cut it up.
It's old school.
That's okay. Put it down. So y'all hear that music?
Sound like talking to me.
So we are off just a little bit, Tracy Dublin. We are off just a little bit. Remember, this is a live radio show. 104.1 tab Nashville Gospel Radio. I promise you. I gotta figure out
Facebook. How y'all doing? Welcome. Twitch, YouTube. How are y'all doing on this great Friday? Free Day Friday, Fun Day Friday. Let me tell y'all this. I am excited and elated for this Friday. Why are you so excited and elated for this Friday? Because it's Friday and I ain't got school tomorrow. Won't you do? That deserves a clap right there. I don't have any classes. Well, I didn't have any classes today either. But I thank God especially that it's the weekend tomorrow. And for some, it's payday. It's not for me. But for some, it's payday. And we thank God for y'all. Hey, is Auntie Shirley Moore still on the chat? Auntie Shirley, Natalie, are y'all still in here? If y'all are, say something. We want to put y'all, we want to recognize the reels. Miss Stacy, are you still on here? We go recognize
up,
the
Buffy
reels.
Diamonds? What's up, y'all?
Let's recognize it. I have no idea.
What is all right? We listen to some gospel radio. Hey, 104.1. Oh my God, we have an update on a basketball game here in Nashville. I just want to talk to y'all. It's 30-0 in the first quarter. It's not. I can't because we can't. In trouble, I promise you. News Channel North. I think I'm gonna change my name to News Channel North. NORF. Uh-oh.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Conversations with Cornelius. I'm your host, Cornelius, with
Romero Hopkins. How are you doing?
Romero. We got the folks in the live chat. We're talking to them on YT, FB, BIGO. We talking to them on all of these platforms. Welcome back to Conversations with Cornelius. I wanted to do a snippet of what is he up to, talking about our president and some of the things that he's up to. I will use that information for next week because it's a lot of funny stuff out there, Romero. And I've been on TikTok and I have been falling over. I'm talking about just, as the old folks say, busting my gut. And I would play some of them, y'all, but the profanity in them. And this is gospel radio, so gospel we're not radio, going there. And I don't. Here. We got to time everything and sync everything to bleep some things out. So we're not going to go there. Let me just ask you, ma'am and sirs, those that are listening, those that are watching. All those executive orders. What are you? I mean, don't give me this church answer. How are you really feeling about all of this? Romero, we'll start with you.
Well, first I give honor to God.
There you go. First giving honor to God, who's the head of my life. There you go with this church shenanigans. We love it though. Go ahead, talk to us.
First I give honor to God. How I'm feeling, I am hurt. I can use that word. That's an emotional word.
What?
I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
What is hurting?
What is hurting me? That he's trying to take away funding for our college students.
And that's what you are, huh?
Yeah, that's why I'm hurt. I'm a college student.
You need that Pell Grant.
We need that Pell Grant. I need thee. Thank you.
Pell Grant. I need thee. Oh, bless. All right.
Bless me now.
All right. So you're hurt?
I'm hurt by that because let me say this. There are some who are less fortunate than me and who are really in need of the Pell Grant and the loan that he's trying to take away. And that is very hurting because this is how some of us get our education. And that's how we help pay for it is with the loans and the grants. And if you take that away, who are going to be our future doctors? Some more Trumps? I don't want that.
Some who?
More Trumps? Is Trump going to be a doctor? No.
He did have a university.
Well, are you going to go there?
I'm almost positive that the university is non-existent
anymore. Good. But I don't know if we can say that. But they also took down Dr. Umar. They didn't want him to have none either. A university. You know who that is?
Oh, the podcaster.
Dr. Umar. Yeah, he's
yeah. I mean, he cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's still trying to get it off the ground.
He is.
But anyway, let's get back to the real. You're feeling. What are you feeling? You need to put like feeling weird.
I'm hurt. I'm saddened by that. I'm saddened
by some of the executive orders.
The executive orders that he's trying to do. I'm sad. And then when his first day he came in hot, as we was talking about on Tuesday on a different show, that he signed over 220.
Was it 200?
220 executive orders.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Listening audience, let me just ask this. May I ask a question?
Ask it, Doc.
Hand raised. May I ask a question? Who wants to sit there and give your John Hancock on all of those orders? Trump, I know you got carpal tunnel. I know you had to put icy hot on your wrist.
He got arthritis and everything.
Like, for real, my guy. Like, you sit there and signed all of that? Literally, he signed all of that.
I wouldn't be able to. I'm after writing my name. I'm tired of writing. I know 220. You ain't taking no break. You just signing. And I feel like he got strength because he was being messy. He was just doing stuff to be doing it. Just being messy.
Listen, audience. Listen. I gotta go here because it's about entertainment and engaging. I was on my other, conversation with Cornelius that you can follow me Monday through Friday on the social media apparatuses. And I said, no pen day. That was the executive order. No pen day. So I'm going to say this. Bam's going to say what he's got to say. We're going to get some more music ready for y'all and we're going to come back. Bam. Yes. I heard the pens in all the stores, Kinko's, Walmart, all of them, Staples say, when pass me not. Oh, gentle Savior. Yes, Reverend. I just know them pens was like, Lord, let it pass me. Please pass me.
Man.
Because just to sign those executive orders, and we got to keep up with this stuff, y'all, because it's something worth keeping up with. And for those of y'all who voted for Trump, that's your prerogative. I'm not saying you made a bad choice. because that's your prerogative.
My
But
prerogative.
just justifying standing behind him when he has blatantly done some of the things he's done.
Yeah.
I just want to know where you stand and how you are justifying some of that. Can we call it madness?
We can call it madness.
We're going to call it madness. But we don't want to get in trouble with the
That's
FCC
a good terminology,
and all those other
madness.
things. So, Freeman, if I'm doing something or saying something incorrectly, please text me, pull my coattail, because I believe in that. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to let Bam have his last say, and then we're going to talk about conversations with Cornelius, play some music. Remember, for those individuals, this show is brought to you by who? Classy Clean. Everybody go to Instagram. Everybody
Classy
go to
Clean.
Instagram. IG. Everybody go to Instagram and follow Classy Clean. Everybody go to Instagram and follow Classy Clean.
Go to Classy Cleans. Classy Cleans.
My bad. Classy Cleans. He's playing the music in the background.
Just doing random stuff.
Where did it go? Classy Cleans.
Classy Cleans. Classy Cleans.
_ Cleans, right?
My TT Natalie said he wouldn't let you go anyways to his college. He wouldn't let you
how
in.
you know? Okay, we got somebody. How do you know I couldn't get in, Sister Natalie? How do you know? Natalie, how do you know this? How do you know this?
He is a scholar.
I'm not saying I'm anything. I'm just saying, how do you know I couldn't get in?
I think his GPA was good. He's smart now.
Saying.
He's smart. This is doctor here now.
Oh, that's just a. It is. Okay, we have one more person, Miss Marcy McCall. She wants to start a daycare in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Shout out to Miss Marcy McCall, who wants to start a daycare in the Atlanta, Georgia area. I think Fulton County.
Wow.
We're going to put her on the prayer list.
We're going
to pray that she connects with the right people and the right supporters so that she can get her business off the ground. All right, Romero, run down Wait one more time for us. Let's play some music and we'll be right back. What is Wait, Romero?
So we have some new ones as well for Wait.
Some new ones?
Some new ones that we did Wednesday night that I want to pull out. So I'm going to do 3 in total, the 2 from our lovely audience and then 1 from Wednesday night. So Wait. What is Wait? What are some acrostics that you can do for Wait? And this is a teaching style that you can do. Let me slow down because, this is the South. And he'll always be like, just slow it down so they can chew on it.
Yeah, they gotta chew.
This is an acrostic. This is an acrostic that I like to roll the tongue. This is an acrostic that you can do when you are teaching. This is the method of teaching, and I stole it from Heel, and now I teach it out to the youth on Sunday. What is it called? Sunday school. There we go. Acrostic for Wait. Auntie Shirley Moore, she said, willing, anticipating, intentional, and trusting. Willing, anticipating, intentional, and trusting. Auntie Natalie said wondering, accepting, inquiring, and thankful. And one that we said on Wednesday was worship, available, invest, and trust. Worship.
Gotta worship.
You gotta worship in your way.
Have to worship in my way.
You have to. So I know that you talked about this partially, and we go let them go so they can get some music. Paul and Silas, they was waiting. But while they were waiting, they worshiped.
They sang and they prayed.
Speaking to ourselves in songs and hymns and spiritual songs,
making melody
in our hearts
to the Lord. Hey, y'all, it's 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. We are grateful to be with y'all lovely individuals. It is Conversations with Cornelius. I'm your host, Cornelius, along with
Romero Hopkins. And the next song that you are going to hear is either between Jalen Carr, You Carried Me, and He Rescued Me by Tim Woodson. It's one of the two. I see it.
Okay.
Ready?
We have some music coming up next here on 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. Conversations with Cornelius. I am your host, Cornelius, with Romero.
Hey, Facebook. We are offline, off the radio. Now, you know what? Now she is messing with me. Now it's messing with me. Now we want to play Darren Freeman. We give you glory.
Well,
and
play it.
And I'm gonna play it because it's Pastor Darren Freeman. I should go back on radio and say, now this is Darren Freeman.
This is Darren Freeman.
This is him, the owner, founder.
Y'all hear that? We give you glory, Darren Freeman. Thank you, Miss Marcy. Thank you, Shady Boots. Wonderful.
Now they can hear you. 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. You can go and listen to the music. This is Pastor Darren Freeman. We give you glory. We lift your name up high. You should have put me on here. I would have sang tenor for him in the background.
Well, you'll be preaching over that song.
Soon, and very soon, we're going to see the King. We give you glory.
We give you praise. What's up?
I didn't know the words. I didn't know we give you glory.
Listening to 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio.
He's a wonderful counselor, Pastor Darren Freeman. You better sing.
Show. We're on Watchy. We're on Facebook.
Auntie Natalie said Skeeter Wee. She gave her her sign for her sorority.
Oh.
My Auntie Natalie, she put her little Skeeter Wee in the chat.
Let them hear the music. They can hear the music.
They can hear music still, yo. We do not own the rights to this music. We do not own the rights to this music.
We don't own the rights, but this is a real live radio show. So all the music is coming through the radio station, the radio show, 104.1 Tab Nashville.
It is 6:33, and I'm reminded of a scripture, Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all his righteousness, and all those things shall be added unto you.
Where's Freeman? Faith on that.
Thank you. Oh.
And we are back. Thank you, Darren Freeman. We give you glory. 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. Thank you. It's Conversations with Cornelius. I'm your host, Cornelius, and this show is brought to you by Classy Cleanse. Go to IG, Classy Cleanse. Everybody go to IG, type in Classy_Cleanse, and we're grateful for that sponsor. You can get your soaps, you can get products, skin care products that will be amazing to use. And I promise you, it's authentic and made with love. So everybody go to Classy Cleanse. I'm Classy_Cleanse. Bam. Romero.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Darren Freeman, for that music. Thank you. Thank you for the engagement on the computer. I'm grateful that everybody is listening to some good gospel music. But Bam, we need to shift gears and be a little bit more academic in our conversation. Are you ready to switch gears, sir?
I'm ready to switch gears.
Well, Bam, you asked me a question.
Oh, Lord.
Because you said in your class on Monday, you said, what color is God?
Oh.
What color is God?
What color is he?
Okay, talk to me about some of that conversation that took place in that particular class. And first of all, tell us where you go to school. And then the class that you're in. You got to do that.
The school that I go to, I guess I could tell you guys, is none other than the American Baptist College. And I am studying a great class, my Monday class. It is Survey of Christian Doctrine.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. You want me? I got it, Reverend. So in this class, it was very interesting. We went over a few things in here. We went over embedded or borrowed theology. We'll get to go over that today. Quickly,
Excuse me, I didn't hear that. What did you say?
Embedded or borrowed theology.
Okay.
We also went over the gender of God. Is God a man? Is God a female? And we also got to monotheism.
Monotheism and henotheism. Yes, yeah. I know about those. Okay, before you get into all of the monotheism and henotheism, you talk about God's gender.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, let me say, can I be churchy for a second?
You can be churchy. You are
first
churchy.
Giving honor to God,
who's the head of my life,
to the pastors, saints, members, and friends.
Ain'ts.
All right. It's good for us to be here. When I think of God's gender
Yeah.
through his son,
Mm-hmm.
this is gospel radio.
Yeah, it's gospel radio.
Through the canonization of the scriptures, 66 books.
66.
His son,
Mhm.
our Lord and Savior, the author and the finisher of our faith, said, "Our Father." He said, "Our Father." So traditionally, embedded and borrowed,
Mhm.
God is a he.
That's embedded and borrowed for you. He's a he.
For me,
Okay,
he's a he. I'm just saying.
you
Good old
right.
Baptist in me. I'm Baptist born, Baptist bred. You can ask the listening audiences on Bigo, YouTube, and Facebook and Twitch, what do they think if God had gender? What gender would he choose? So what was the conversation?
Elder Dante Jones in the chat says doesn't have a color. Doesn't have a color. For me, when we talked about God does not have a gender, or if God has a gender, is he a gender? If so, what, male or female? Then he pulled up some passages of scripture talking about how God is like a woman or like a mother, either helping a child or raising a child or birthing a child. And then we also began to talk about a scripture that says God is a spirit, and they that must worship him in spirit and in truth. And I'm putting emphasis on the him because then it is giving God a gender and saying that he's a he. And as our Baptist tradition, as our Kojic tradition,
Come
and
on, Reverend. Let's go
Pentecostal
to church now.
tradition, we know God to be our Father. How do we know? Because Jesus says, but he says our Father. He always says, not my will, but our Father's will. Father, your will be done. Nevertheless, as this cup passed over, he always referred to God as Father.
So, based upon the information, the documents through the gospel, through the canonization of scripture, I'm going to keep throwing that word out.
Keep throwing it out, though.
That when you talk about God having gender, we make God masculine because our Father, right?
Yeah.
He's the Father of lights. The references in the New Testament, there is a New Testament reference where it says he covers his children as a hen covers her brood. So there are some that one New Testament reference, and then some of the Old Testament references that you referred to talks about gives him feminine qualities. But God, for me, in my traditional good old Baptist fashion, that's why I got my white shirt on and my black tie. I want to look Baptist tonight, Reverend. I want to look Baptist tonight.
You want to look Baptist tonight?
Yeah, he's a male.
Baptist. He's a male.
So what are they saying on social media right now?
Nothing right now. So Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, what is y'all perspective or what embedded or borrowed theology?
I need
and I'm finna break that down. I gotta unpack it. Okay, let's see how much time we got. Okay, I gotta unpack that, and let me unpack it so that y'all can know what we say, because this is the stuff that they are teaching a young theologian. And as me being a young theologian, I'm gonna go out and teach. Why? Because Jesus says, "Go and tell the good news."
That's
right.
And
so what they teach me, I'll teach y'all. So, excuse me, embedded theology. Embedded theology. One of my professors also taught us pronunciation and emphasizing in words.
Embedded.
Yeah. And so embedded theology is deeply ingrained from upbringing or culture. I'm going to say it one more time. Deeply ingrained from upbringing or culture. And as we were talking about earlier Sunday morning, and then I'm going to get to borrowed too, as we were talking on the radio show Tuesday, borrowed theology taught to us by others without personal examination. And so we talk a lot about the church and how we talked about the communion table. This doing remembrance of me. You better not touch that table. Is that embedded or borrowed theology?
Yeah, it's embedded.
Because mother, she knew if you touch that table that you was finna get popped.
Yeah. So you give us some good examples. So take me back. You said embedded. Borrowed is what? Give me the definition of borrowed again.
Borrowed theology is taught to us by others without personal examination.
That's where it gets interesting.
Very.
Because even Paul the apostle had a embedded No, which one are we talking about? Embedded right now?
Borrowed.
I had a borrowed theology.
Which was taught to
him
us
by
others without examination.
Gamaliel taught Paul.
Okay.
He said, I sat at the foot of Gamaliel.
Mm-hmm.
Paul has this Damascus Road experience.
Yeah.
That shifted his perspective
and
his personal examination.
Yeah.
Because he said, Lord, who are you?
Who are you?
Yeah. How am I doing what I'm doing? So there comes God will allow us an experience where we will have to examine his goodness, his grace, his mercy, his moral capabilities, his spiritual capabilities, him being good, him being great, because he wants to move us into a personal relationship with him where I can truly wait, not from the borrowed or the embedded perspective. And if I'm going to be transformed, and what is transformation?
It is to resonate deeply, to inspire lasting changes in 3 ways: your perspective, behavior, and self-awareness.
My. So if I'm going to experience transformation in my life, and I'm going to have to wait, and waiting means worship, means being willing, means being available, means investing, means trusting. I'm going to have to shift my experience from a embedded place and a borrowed place to a personal place.
That's good.
I'm gonna have to.
I'm gonna have to. And so, going back to our audience and going back to what we were talking about. So we know what embedded and theology means. We know what borrowed theology means. So when you were brought up with your embedded and or your borrowed theology, what color and what gender is God to you? And then, hello, Kenny. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. We have another acrostic for wait.
Okay.
And my auntie Natalie is on here again. She's saying, "Are we teaching or are we talking?"
We're doing both, Natalie.
You have to teach and talk. You can't talk
Natalie,
without
we're
teaching.
doing both.
You can't teach without talking. And
yes, you can.
Well, you can, but not on here, not on radio. You got to teach and talk and teach.
Right. We got to do a talk. We got to do both
because we don't have the time every day to do it. So when we come, I feel like the Baptist people say they dumped on us, but we got to dump on you just a little bit because we don't have that much time. And so the other acrostic that she put in here was watching, anxiously, inquiring, talking.
Watching God, watching, anxiously, anxiously. I really want to unpack anxiously because I need to know the difference now between good anxious and bad anxious.
Yeah, because the Bible, I believe it says, be ye anxious for nothing.
Okay. Yeah, so we got to unpack the anxious part. But anyway, y'all, 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio, 104.1 Tab not Nashville, excuse me, Gospel Radio, 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. I am so grateful that y'all have tuned into the radio show. We're about to play one more song, and we're going to come back and do the negative, what waiting shouldn't look like. What waiting shouldn't look like. What it should not look like.
Okay.
What it not. And we'll do a few acrostics on that. And then our time will be up, y'all.
She says anxious for what he will do.
Okay. I'm gonna substitute that word, Sister Russell. How about that? Can we substitute the word anxious? Because anxious comes from the word anxiety, and we know that to be a part of a negative.
It can be, especially if you've watched the movie.
Hold on, Sister Russell. If you want to be a part of the radio show,
call in.
Real simple. You can call him up and tell him what you want.
Call him up and tell him what you want.
We're gonna play some music. 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio, and we will come back with what waiting shouldn't look like. It is Conversation with Cornelius. I'm your host, Cornelius, with
Romero Hopkins. It should be playing music, and we're gonna check again. Anxious for what he wants. Now I don't know because we were so. I'm finna this right now. We were so brought up on be ye anxious for nothing. Weren't you? Was that embedded or borrowed in you? How so?
Bro. Let me see.
It's playing.
Let him hear that. Cut it all the way up so they can hear it over here.
We still got a live audience.
They can hear that.
They can hear it. You're supposed to be talking to them.
Talk to him.
You were supposed to be talking to them. She said,
I'm over here with Bigo, telling Bigo, y'all got.
you know, we go turn him down over here, so he don't hear. So we don't hear him. Just hear y'all. Y'all go to just hear me. So borrowed or embedded theology is something that they taught to me. I believe what was that Monday class? And so the communion, we talked about the communion table the other day. We talked about wearing hats. We talked about a whole bunch of things that you can't do in church. And was that borrowed or embedded theology? And I came to the conclusion that it is both, depending on what it is. Why so? Because for some reason, some things were taught to us without examination. Like, why do we wear hats walking into the church? I know there's a thing for respect, but I also know that God can touch you and talk to you, even if your hair ain't cut, even if some things are still going on. But that's just some borrowed theology. Well, yeah, borrowed, because they taught it to us. Hmm? If you want to listen to the music, 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio, Reverend Milton Bruson and the Ultimate Collection. Thank you. Thank you. We do not own the rights to this music. We do not own the rights to this music, but it is 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel live radio show. This is a live radio show.
Welcome back to Conversations with Cornelius. I am your host, Cornelius with
Ramiro Hopkins. How are you?
Wonderful. It is, 104.1 Tab. And follow Classy Cleanse on IG and participate in economic development for people, small businesses. We will always give them a shout out on this radio show. In 2 weeks, I should have my product, and then I will give y'all what my testimony is with the products from Classy Cleanse. So everybody go to IG Classy_cleanse and follow that individual. Again, it's 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. Now, Romero, you talked about embedded theology
Or
and borrowed theology. Mm-hmm. And in the book, I think Who Moved My Pulpit, or
haven't read it.
It was Autopsy of a Dead Church, Deceased Church.
Haven't read that one either yet.
Yeah.
God, that's some good books. Sound like.
Yeah, we've gone through them here at the church.
Really?
He talks about the sacred cows.
Mm.
We don't have time to talk about the sacred cows, but we'll talk about that next week. I promise you. Romero, tell us now, what are some of the negative things we shouldn't do while we're waiting on God?
What are the negative things?
Yeah, what are some of the negative things
do when waiting on God?
We shouldn't worry.
Okay, absolutely. And so we are doing an acrostic for wait, but things that we shouldn't do. And that, Auntie Natalie, thank you. I if I don't use my teaching here, well, where else would I do it? And I need to get ready for where God is going to ascend me to. And we talked about ascension as well on Friday. But worry is one of the things we should not do when we are waiting.
Because worry about the outcome or timing is not trusted in God's perfect plan. When you can't worry, listen, you can't worry and worship at the same time. Can't worry and worship. So
And
we're doing the acrostic. You can't worry and worship. Number 2, you can't act impulsively.
ooh,
Mhm.
you might gotta dig a little deeper in that one because we gotta chew that one.
We don't have time, but Peter was very impulsive. Get our music ready to go
Mhm.
so we can get out of here. Thirdly, you can't ignore God's voice or guidance by relying on your way of understanding.
Ooh,
You can't ignore God's voice or guidance.
yeah.
You can't act impulsively. You can't worry. And then fifthly, you can't turn away from faith by doubting God's ability to deliver on his promise.
So
This acrostic serves as a reminder to avoid common pitfalls in waiting on God, like anxiety, impatience,
yeah.
or acting without his lead. Instead, remain faithful, patient, and trusting during the waiting process. And the Bible says, they that wait
Upon the Lord
shall renew their strength,
Uh-huh.
shall mount up with wings as eagles, shall run and not get weary, shall walk and not faint. Hey, y'all, 104.1 Tab Gospel Radio, Nashville, Tennessee. I promise you, we on here every week now, every Friday. Again, we don't own the rights to the music,
That
but
is
it
being
is
played.
a radio show. So we're playing the music that's embedded in the stream. He's coughing, so he will learn right. So Romero, give us one more song, and then we out of here.
One more song and we out. Thank you for tuning in
Thank
to
y'all for
104
tuning in. Go ahead.
to 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. And I'm going to make sure that it is playing right now. That's a word you might be on to something. That's what Auntie Natalie said. That's a word you might be on to something. I don't know. You said something powerful.
Ask her what the word.
What is the word? What's the word that's so powerful that we might need to?
Thank you, Miss. You are welcome. Thank you.
We might need to. And so I'll play the music for y'all in a minute. But those things that we shouldn't do, can y'all put this in the chat? Worry. We should not worry while we are waiting on God. God bless you. We should not act impulsively when waiting on God. We should not ignore God's voice when waiting on Him. Okay. And we should not turn away from faith by doubting God's ability to deliver on his promises. She said the closing statement that you said, that's a word.
Look, my brother's listening in Texas.
Really?
Houston.
Hello, Houston, Texas. Don't worry. Somebody put don't worry. Because I'm reminded of a something that you preached and taught on, what was it, Mary and Martha? A worry and a worship. Don't allow others' worry to distract or disturb your worship. That's what you preached.
Talk about your mama's book.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, another thing that we're giving a promo, and I can actually put it up on the thing as well. I'm going to put it right here.
Hold it, yeah.
This lady right here, this woman of God, it's a phenomenal author. How do I know that? Because she's my mom. Here you go, Bigo. Here, I'm going to put it on.
Just hold it right there. You good.
Oh.
When she speaks, you're good.
Yeah, you can talk about it. Tell me, I'll put it up on the thing.
Yeah, you're fine. When she speaks.
When she speaks, I'm putting it up on.
That's a good book. Everybody needs to get that book. Remember, everybody on Bigo, everybody on YT, everybody on Facebook, go to IG and go to Classy Cleanse. Classy _ cleanse. Follow her and let's just flood her with.
When she speaks, this is my mother's book. It is a fearless storytelling. It's about telling her story about the things that she came out of. I'm not telling you down. They just hear me. You can still talk to me. Okay. They are. It's her book. You can get it from www.taylorlegacies. You can also reach out when you go to her Taylor Legacies page. You'll look up. You'll see her email, her name, or you can even just comment down on here and say, "I want a book," and I will comment to you back and figure out how to get you a book. But those are things that we should not do in our wait. When we are waiting on God, don't worry. Don't act impulsively. Don't ignore and don't turn away. Also, don't wander. Yes. Why? You gone. All right. I guess I'll be by myself next Friday. So we also don't wander. And we don't need to wander in uncertainty while we are waiting on God. And I wish that we could really get into this deeper, but we are not out of talk, but we are almost out of time. And so I'm finna pause this so we can go back live on radio, give our thanks, our blessings. You want 2 books? We got you. Nato. Auntie Natty says she want 2 books. We go get you them 2 books. Hi, Dazzy. Dazzy, you are on live radio in Nashville, Tennessee, and Facebook, and Twitch, and YouTube, just by me saying your name. Look at you. You might have some customers because she braids hair in the Milwaukee, Wisconsin area. Yeah. Yeah, go to 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel and you will hear some radio. Miss Desiree. I'm not going to say your full name. I can't. I know it, but I won't. You ready? We are going back live on radio in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. It is 104.1. Your hook.
Tab Gospel. Tab it's 104.4. That's why we need to put it on the board. 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. I've been reminding him and I'm forgetting. So let's not forget. Let me say it one more time. WFTB 104. Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. Thank you to Pastor Darren Freeman. Thank you all. So what you have just missed so far, we've been talking to our online audience, When She Speaks. It is my mom's book. And so I'm gonna promote her When She Speaks.
What is that book called again?
She Speaks.
When She Speaks by who?
By Dr. Saquana Taylor. And if you want to get a book, you can reach out to us on www.saquanaempowers.com. She has other pages called Taylor Legacies. And if you reach out an email or via phone, we will get out to you shortly.
What are we getting out?
She Speaks. What you say?
When She Speaks.
When She Speaks. It's
Do you
that's
know the author?
I know the author.
Does the author know you?
The author knows me.
The author is the.
I can call the author right now.
Can you call her up?
I can call her up and tell her what I want
need.
and need, huh?
Listen, folks. 104.1. 104.1.
Yeah.
Tab.
104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio.
We are grateful and thankful that you tuned in to Conversation with Cornelius. I'm grateful for all those social media platforms that allowed us to be on today. Listen, we send you our love tonight. We ask that you listen to some of the content. Go grab these books. Go grab these resources so that you and I can learn to wait on God. And they that wait
upon the Lord
shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not get weary. They shall walk and not faint. Until next week, peace and blessings. It's been Conversations with Cornelius. I'm your host, Cornelius, with
your co-host, Romero Hopkins. And we are not out of talk, but we are just out of time. And so thank you, WFTB 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel. You be blessed. Until next week. We are finished with the radio show for tonight. And I'm excited and elated because that was some good talk. That was some really good talk. And we couldn't even get into nothing. I'm finna hang up on y'all now. So thank y'all for watching 104.1 Tab Gospel Radio and Conversations with Cornelius. And I was going to try to find the outro, but it's all right. We love y'all. We thank y'all for watching. And we want you to keep tuning in. Matter of fact, hopefully he'll go back and put his information down at the bottom so that y'all can follow us. You can follow me on Instagram. It's just Bam. It's just Bam on Instagram and TikTok and my Facebook. You'll be on here. She said, "Way to be great scholars." Thank you. We try to be. And you know what? I'm gonna pat myself on the back. Not being prideful. That's against God. I'm gonna pat myself on the back though because I was on Dean's List for the fall semester 2024.
Thank y'all for tuning in to 104.1 Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. It's Conversation with Cornelius. Until next week, peace and blessings.